Hey everybody, it's me, Antoinette from AJ's Personal Touch. How you guys doing? I know, I said I'm taking this week off and you're not going to see me as much. Well, here I am. Again, not editing videos. There is a picture I'd love to put in this one, but I will put it on my community page instead. I've already put it on my group on Facebook. It has nothing to do with crochet, but it has to do with my eating low carb and my new obsession that I am so in love with. So, um, welcome back to my subscribers and welcome into anyone new. It's because of you wonderful, amazing new people, just as amazing as my followers, that I thought I really needed to come on here today real quick. I have been enjoying and loving all the comments and responding. Please keep them coming. I would like to know, as you go through and watch my videos, what content do you like that I put up? What would you like to see? And if I can accommodate that, I will. I do not have a setup for tutorials at all, at least not for now. Maybe in the future once I get my back room cleaned up. I believe I've posted my back room in a video somewhere. I'm not sure which one it is, but I'm getting my yarn arranged and stuff. But with my energy level, I can literally work back there 5-10 minutes, and that's time. With the heat lately, it's been pushing me back. I had a couple people say they'd come and help me because I could really use another pair of eyes to help me, like figure out how I can set the room up. But so far, everybody, it's just life happens and nobody has had time to come and help me. So, crossing my fingers that somebody can come over soon and look through the room with me and figure out where to go, because I'm getting to the point where I'm just like stumped on how to keep going and where to put things. And yeah. My main reason for coming on is I thought, since I'm getting so many new subscribers, I've gotten 30 subscribers in the last couple weeks. And I wanted to say thank you to Russ for having me on his channel the other night. It's Raining Yarn. I love Russ. I think that's my second or third time I've been on one of his lives. He came and did a live with me. You can go back and find it. It was a lot of fun. I can't thank you enough. But also, thank you to everybody else who has come on to my lives and things, because things started to pick up a little bit after we had the memorial for Keith. For any of you guys who are new, who may have known Keith Lewis, we did a memorial for him on the day of the anniversary of his death. So that was Cynthia from Cynthia's Joyful Creations and myself. Again, if you go back, you can find it. And also thank you to Corinna, who came on and helped Kaylin and I with the history of crochet terms on AJ's and K's Yarny Tales. It seems like between the three lives, the two here and the one on Russ's channel, it has been helping me. And I greatly appreciate it. You guys have no idea how blessed I feel. And if I never hit 1,000, I am truly blessed. But I am trying to push for 1,000 now, which I had always said in the past I was not going to do. And I know you've heard this recently, but I'm just going to say it again for those of you who are wondering why. The main reason I'm trying to get to 1,000 and to get monetized is not to try and get people to subscribe and have to pay for a subscription, or to even send money through super chats or any of that. Just so I can work and hopefully get enough people to comment and have my channel run organically, that I can make just a little bit of revenue on the side. Even if it's $5 a month, that's $5 more than we don't have. We have major repairs that we need to be done on our house, and it was supposed to be done, and then COVID hit. So we're going on years now that these repairs have needed to be done. And every year they get worse. And every year I get more concerned. So that's number one priority, getting this house taken care of. Number two, well, actually, no, that's not even number one. Number one is my husband's health, my health included. And you guys know that's why I can't work. That's why I'm here. I am disabled, but the government has not labeled me as disabled, so they will not pay me due to a technicality. And that technicality is I do not have enough credits from working. Even though I worked from high school all the way up until about 10 years ago now. So, yeah, I didn't have enough. And a lot of that is because with my illness that I have, I couldn't work full time. So I couldn't get full time credits. So it's like punishing people who worked, and I waited too long to apply. Um, I wanted to show that I could do it. I wanted to show that I could work. I worked literally until the day that I couldn't. So, and I want to go back. Oh, I have the drive and the push to go back. I miss it so much. For those of you who didn't know, I am. I keep saying I was, but I'm a massage therapist. So, and I guess a little plug for that is I do have a series on self-massage for crocheters and basically for anybody. I need to do the last one that I've been putting off because it's for my most troublesome area, which is through here. And just doing that is hurting me this morning. I am so tight right through here. It's not even fun. And that's why I haven't done it yet, because I need to make sure that I'm not hurting myself too much in the process while I show you. Um, that, and I've just been so overwhelmed since my surgery last year. I had a paniculectomy because I have had gastric bypass in the past. I've lost over 100 pounds. I still have many, many more pounds to go, but I had so much skin hanging that it needed to go because it was just in the way. So, and on low carb, and I flourished on low carb before surgery last year, and kind of floundering right now a little bit. Um, some of it is because my husband isn't as gung-ho low carb as he was, because it didn't help him as much as it helped me. Um, and not that he's being selfish in any way. He's not. He does. Everybody can eat the way that they want to eat, and we all need to find what works for us. So, like my new obsession that I posted on Facebook today is chia pudding. Oh my goodness! If you have never had chia pudding, it is so good. Basically, it's a non-dairy milk, although they say you can use whatever milk you want, but if you want it low carb, non-dairy milk, chia seeds, and then whatever you mix in with it to give it flavor, because the chia seeds will come out bland, but they're very filling. They're full of protein. They thicken it up. I mean, like a regular pudding. That's why it's called chia pudding. So you can put a flavoring in there that you want, and it tastes like you're having a decadent dessert. I made chocolate chia pudding for the first time the other day, and it was made with almond milk. The recipe called for half almond milk and half non-dairy heavy whipping cream. If I would have had regular heavy whipping cream, I would have used it. That is something else that is a good staple when you're doing low carb to add to make your coffee lattes and stuff, and just get a syrup like Jordan skinny syrups, or there's so many different brands out there now that have no carbs in them. But Anyway, I made blueberry vanilla Gia this morning. The other night I made chocolate, and it was made like I was saying with the almond milk, um, whatever sweetener of your choices, and I'm trying to use a decent one, like between either monk fruit, which is natural, or sucralose, which isn't as, but it's better than, or swerve, I mean, which is, it's still better than stevia from what I've heard. I don't know everything, that is for certain. I just know that I need to continue losing weight. So, for my health and to be here a lot longer. So, let me see, the almond milk, the swerve, and they say to use the powdered. I used the granule. It didn't really matter. Um, what else went in there? The chocolate, baking chocolate, the powder, baking chocolate, and vanilla. Four things. You whisk it up. Oh, and then the chia seeds. But you whisk everything together before you add the chia seeds to incorporate, because it takes a while to get that powder to incorporate in there. And then you add the chia seeds, you stir it, and then 5 minutes later you stir it again, and 5 minutes later you stir it again. It's every 5 minutes for 15 minutes. So, and then you either put it in the jars, or like I did, I kept it in one container, and I got 4 servings out of that. And I believe carb wise, it came out to like, for the serving size, they said it came out, I want to say, to like 10 or 11 carbs, which for a meal is not bad. And it's very, very filling, full of fiber. So this morning I made blueberry vanilla, and this recipe was done per serving size. So I made 2 servings. I put them in the fancy like wine glasses, because I have, and I don't use them all the time. And I thought I might as well start using them. Separated them in there. You could put fresh blueberries or frozen, and I used fresh. It was basically everything in the other one except for it was blueberries instead of chocolate. So, yeah. And every day, the more it sat, the yummier it got. So, I'm excited to try this one when it's done. I'm thinking it might be my lunch today. We'll see. Maybe it'll just be for after dinner tonight. I always get hungry. Always, always. Because we eat dinner earlier now. We used to be the type of family that ate dinner around 8, 9 o'clock every night. We now eat dinner at like 5 or 6. Unless it's a Cal day, then it will be pushed back for me anyway. Um, so I always get hungry in the evenings. So that would be a great low carb choice for me in the evenings. I'm supposed to eat small meals. I'm not supposed, because I have chronic pancreatitis. That's one of my illnesses. I don't want to get into the other one right now, just because I don't want to be here forever today. And when I start talking about it, I usually need to sit and tell the whole story. That's just a me thing, because I'm always afraid that people are going to turn on me and tell me how terrible or whatever. Anyway, and that has not been the case on here at all. You have all been loving and grateful, and I appreciate all of you so much. You keep me going every day. But I'm 14 minutes in, and I haven't really said why I'm here today. I said it was because of my new subscribers, and yes, a lot of it is because of the new subscribers. Again, as you watch videos, I would love for you to comment on here, on the video itself, either on this video, the video itself, wherever. I would like you to let me know what you like that you see. I know I talk about my illness too much. I know that, so I'm trying very, very hard not to. I do promise I'm working on that. I know it bugs some people. They won't come out and say it, but I know that it does. And I am not here to wallow on every day. But there are people who like to know genuinely how I'm doing. So I'm trying to find a happy medium and not go overboard. So I promise on that I am working. Um, but I would like for you guys to leave comments. I would like you to let me know what you like, what you might like to see in the future. Um, I've been reading Anna Karenina for a while now, but I have huge chunks in between. I almost had a whole year that I didn't read it all, and that's due to my surgery last year. Plus, I've had so many abdominal surgeries. It's not even funny. And I just had a female issue, and we were afraid I might have another one, but I do not. So that's good news. Um, so yeah, I would like to know what you guys want to see. It has been so amazing seeing my social comments be more than just the couple people that I follow on Twitter. Um, I don't post on Twitter. I probably will never post on Twitter. Honestly, I joined Twitter for all those copter, raffle copter giveaways that you get extra points if you have a Twitter account. That's why I got it. Or X account, as in now. So it's nice seeing more than a couple, things come up and that are actually questions for me. That is so nice. Um, I would like to do a comment video one of these days when I have one that seems to be the right video to share the comments with everybody and tell you. I meant to do one in the past, and then time things happened, and I decided not to go that far back to do it again. I'm sure that I will find another video to do it on again in the future. Um, I would like you to ask me questions. For those of you who have been around for a long time, if there's anything you've ever wanted to ask me, please ask me. I would love to answer whatever questions you have that you want to know about me. As long as it's not too personal, I'm pretty much an open book. As you know, I talk about my family every once in a while. I mention my daughter because I love her so much. She's the love of my life. She's my miracle, as I told her. She's adopted, for those of you who are new, who don't know my whole story. Um, have any questions for me, I would love to tell you. I'm not going to tell you a lot about her life, though, because she's a very, very, very private person. So I've promised her not to post too much. I can't post pictures. She doesn't like to have her picture taken. If we ever get our family picture done that we're supposed to do, that one I will post. Um, there are some on Facebook for those of you who are friends of mine. If you want to go look, feel free to friend me on Facebook too and message me anytime you want. I would like to know for those coming in if you are interested in doing the PAL next week. First of all, I need everybody to let me know who's going to do it. Um, I know there's one new person who said she's going to get the yarn to do it. I believe she's in Australia, so I don't know um, if she'll actually come to the virtual chats or not, and that is the other reason I'm here. I need to know if I need to revamp my times that I do the cow. I do it twice a week, Tuesdays and Thursdays. Um, Mondays would be a good day for me if I did it earlier in the day because my husband works until 3 o'clock, preferably after Hobie Bingo, though. But you know, I will switch my schedule for whatever. I play Hobie Bingo every week. But as you guys know who play it, you can leave the phone open. It's not like you have to sit there and watch it. And that's what I've been doing lately. Like I made my chia pudding this morning while listening to Matthias. So, um, anyway, yeah, I want your questions. And if I get enough questions of things that you guys want to know, I will, I'll do a new intro video based on your questions. Or if they're not really intro video-ish, I'll just do a video where I answer your questions. I would love to let you know anything about me that you want to learn, what you want to know. As I said, my life is pretty much an open book. I've actually been told my life should be turned into a book by a couple of people. There's an app that my friend uses, and she's been actually going on and writing her life story. And she's been trying to encourage me to go on and do my own. I've thought about it, but I can't remember how much the app costs. And I know I could not afford it the last time I looked at it. So, but it is something that I've thought about. So, there you go. Please feel free. Ask me anything you would like to know. I'd asked before if people wanted to know about my keto journey, and everybody, it's not, I shouldn't say keto, my low carb journey. Yes, I look for keto recipes. I have to watch my carbs. So my diet goes by total carbs and not net carbs. So certain things that people on keto can eat, I cannot. And then other things that people on keto cannot eat, I can. Like as long as I don't eat too many carbs by eating watermelon, I can have watermelon, which is not a keto fruit. So I'm here to support you guys in anything you do. I am a firm believer that everybody has to find their own thing that works for them, as in like diet. Yes, I can tell you about it if you guys want to learn about it, which I've been told you do. And I haven't really had a lot of content because all we do is read the labels. I probably should start keeping a diary, and that would probably help me because I've been on kind of a slump lately. So I should probably start journaling. I've got so much I need to work on this computer, though, that journaling right now just seems like a chore. Plus, I'm in the middle of my crochet along that I'm doing with Nana's Crochet Ideas, which is based on the New Testament of the Bible. And I'm behind on my readings in there. So I have a lot of catching up to do. And I have a lot of projects I want to get done this year. So that's why I started Christmas early. And it just so happened that a blanket that I'm making for my niece and nephew who just got married and had a baby fits into that cow because it's for a year-long project. But I'm behind. I only have, as of last night, I finished my third block. I started my fourth, and it's either going to be made with 9 or 12, depending on if I decide that I want to make all 12. I bought the pattern. It was a crochet along last year with, I always say the wrong name. Let me see if I is on the part of the pattern that I printed off. I did not print the whole pattern. I've been printing off each square as I go, but it's by Cozy Rosie from the UK, and you could have gotten each square free on her blog last year if you followed along and did the cal. If you bought the bundle, there were 3 bonus squares, and I really liked the bonus squares. I know one of is the Nutcracker. One of them, I think, was the stocking. I don't remember which ones are all bonus anymore, but I know I liked all 3 of them. So those I plan on making. One of them may have been the ornament that I made. I'm thinking it's part of the regular part. I can't think. I don't know. I've made the angel. I've made the ornament. I have made the stocking. I'm working on the snowflake now, and then the one after that is the bell. And then I have to decide if I'm only going to do 4 more after that, or if I'm going to try to do it. I got thinking, and I thought I really didn't want Santa in this blanket, so that's why I'm thinking I may only do 9. But I don't know. I will see as I go. Plus, I don't know if I have enough yarn. I bought what was recommended, and my friend, she's making this as well, and she had to buy more yarn. I bought every skein they had left of this Christmas colorway from Joann's. It's Big Twist. So I don't even know if I can get any more. I can go on and look and see if the regular Big Twist, if they have the same color, but I don't think that they do because I think I looked at that before. So I need to make sure that I have enough of the main color for the blanket. So far, if I stay on track of where I'm at, I should have enough for all 12 squares. But if I have one that I end up using a little too much on, and it's filet crochet, so it all depends on the design, how much you need per block, I may not have enough. So then I will have to do 9. So it's a wait and see type of thing. I have down at my feet right now 1, 2, 3, 5 projects. So it's not like I'm lacking anything. Well, 6 because my knitting is down here too. Just in a smaller bag. Actually, I put it over there. I've got 2 bags up here for the blanket because I had to start putting the squares into a separate bag. But anyway, that's mainly what I was here for. So I'm going to get going. I got to get back to work on my computer. You'll see me periodically throughout this week. I don't know about tomorrow because we're going to the county fair tomorrow. My husband got me an amazing anniversary gift. I had just gotten done telling you right before this that him and I don't give each other anniversary gifts. We never have. We were born in 95. We were born. Well, together. We got married. Our marriage was born in 1995, June 10th. And then in 97, our daughter was born on May 30th. And we were able to take her home from the hospital on June 2nd. So her birthday, since it falls on May 30th, we have always gone out for her birthdays. Not in buying too many gifts, or whatever, but we've always made sure that she could have friends over. My birthday is Christmas Eve. I grew up not having any parties ever. My mom tried once when I was little, once. And I do know she tried. But everybody had to, oh, we got to do this, we got to do that. And I always tried to explain to her, if we just set a date like way early and let people know, maybe set it in October and let people know. And that way my friends could look forward to it. She did was she let me have a big pool party in June. And she tried to make it into a birthday party, but it just didn't feel right. And I did not like that. But we did have favors and stuff for everybody who was there. But I told them, don't bring gifts or anything like that because it's not a true, quote, birthday party. I was just enjoying having my friends around and having, you know, I, I ended up, instead of having one night, lots of times I'd have 2 nights, at least my 2 best friends. Everybody stayed one night and then my best friend stayed over like another night. So that was always fun. But I never had a true birthday party until I turned 21. So, yeah, I made sure that my daughter had birthday parties, even though most, almost, well, not every year, and I don't know the right fraction, but some of the years her birthday falls on Memorial Day weekend. It just so happened when she was born, Memorial Day weekend fell the weekend before. And because the 30th, the day she was born, was a Friday. So, and that's why she didn't go home until the 2nd, because since she was adopted, we could not legally take her out of Monday because she wasn't born until it was like 3:40 in the afternoon. And that was too late to get the paperwork done on Friday so we could take her home on the weekend. Ended up being fine. They let my family come up and see her. which it was only supposed to be my husband and I, but they had so many people in the maternity ward that weekend that we only got to visit with her in a private room once, and that was the first night that she was born. All the other nights we had to be in the waiting room area that's within the baby section, so it's still within the closed, locked doors. And as long as we were in there and it's a public room, anybody in my family could come. So my aunt and uncle and their kids, which is Stephanie and Stacy, my twin cousins, and their sister Nikki, and their boyfriends, and everybody came. My grandma, who I miss so much. Sorry, she's been on my mind a lot. I think she's hovering over me right now for some reason and protecting me. But anyway, um, they were all there, and it was wonderful and amazing. And it was also nice to know that they kicked us out at a certain time, which we did not like at first. I wanted to be able to stay there all night if possible, but we had to leave. The sad part is we had to leave at the same time all visitors left. I felt we should have been able to stay until 11 o'clock, which is the time that fathers can stay till, from, who their wives or girlfriends or whoever just had a baby. They could stay until 11. I felt it was only fair that we could stay until 11. But on a compromise, I got to come in early in the morning. I got to give her, I could feed her any of her feedings. I could call and say, okay, when's her next feeding, and go in, and they would let me in anytime during the day to feed her. So it ended up being a good thing because we didn't have everything we needed, because we didn't know if she was going to be a boy or a girl. We didn't want to know. And so I had some clothes to go get for her. We didn't have a baby shower until after she was born, since we didn't know her gender. And yeah, we had some things to set up. We didn't know if she was going to be really big, really tiny. So the only diapers we had were like a size 1, I think, and we needed preemie. Very tiny. So, yeah, we got everything set up for her. So by the time she came home that Monday, we had everything completely together and ready. And my best friend had made a banner that said, "Welcome home, Emily." It was just so sweet and so special. So, not sure how I got off on that whole tangent. I honestly can't remember right now. And that's another thing you will learn about me. Due to all the medications I've had in the past, and I do have a pain pump. So I do have pain meds that are being released into my body every day. But the thing about the pain pump that a lot of people don't know unless they have one or are looking into getting one is you only get a very minute amount of medication that is constantly going through. So you're only going to have like a tenth, if that, of what you would normally take orally. You don't get all the head fog, you don't get all of that. My memory issues comes from a combination of all my other meds plus all the pain meds I've been on in the past. So I search for words a lot, and I will just apologize for that ahead of time. It's going to happen. You're going to see it. It's going to happen a lot. Normally I'll sit here and I'll go, and I'm like, I know my best friend yelling at me what the word is. And then I'll see her comment, and she'll like put whatever it was that I was trying to find. So I appreciate her and all of you guys keeping me on track. Um, yeah, I want to hear from you. I would like to know what you would like to know about me, to possibly see me do in the future. I crochet. I am just learning to knit. I used to do cross stitch all the time and plastic canvas. Um, I'd like to know what you guys would like to see. We do not have a lot of money, hence why I am trying to get monetized. So yes, you will see I'm supposed to be working through my stash, which I am. I have a decent stash, except for when I set it up, it was like only 2 or 3 skeins of things because that's all I can afford. And I didn't realize that I'd get into wanting to make garments and shawls and things. So sometimes I have to scrape and look for sales, and if we find a really good sale, I will purchase them. So especially if we go to Ollie's and I find something from there. And plus, when you see that I'm doing an Ollie's unboxing or an unboxing from wherever I've been that day, it's not always yarn. I will show you the other stuff that I get. Maybe not all the mundane stuff, but anything that I think that you might be interested if you happen to have an Ollie's around you. So, and I just did one the other day. And my husband, who is the one who's always like, you need to get rid of your yarn and I need to send it to people, is the one who, ooh, you got to see this yarn they have and you need to get it. So, yeah, he's why I got the yarn that I got the other day. But anyway, I love you guys. I'm going to get going. Please, 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 please remember you matter. You matter. Don't let anybody tell you differently. Don't let anybody make you feel crappy about yourself. You matter. And if you ever need me, please reach out and I am here for each and every one of you. If you want to crochet together, if you just want to chat, if you would like me to send you my number so you can call me and just gripe about something and get it off of your chest, I am here for you guys. You're my family. And please, always remember, besides the fact that you matter, that you are beautiful and you are gorgeous. Let your insides know you are beautiful and you are gorgeous. I spent too many years thinking I was ugly and gross. And I just want everybody to know you are you and you are beautiful. Do not let anybody take that from you. Do not let anybody try to rob that from you. And know that you have support here for me in anything. I love you guys so much. I cannot wait to hear from you. Oops, I feel so stupid. I know why I started talking about my daughter and when she was born, and I forgot to tell you what I started doing all that. Tomorrow, I'm not going to be around much. We're going to the fair. My husband got us tickets to go see Tracy Bird. He is the country singer of our wedding song, which is Keeper of the Stars. And he is here at our county fair tomorrow night. We are going there tomorrow night. I am so excited. I will try to post pictures and things next week. I wasn't planning on editing it all, but I need to add this on to the end of the one that I just did. I had just realized what it was and why I went off on that tangent. And I'm like, they're going to be going, hello, you did not finish what you started. So, finishing what I started, we're going to see Tracy Bird. He got it for me as an anniversary gift, and it's like the first anniversary gift I've had. I know he gave me flowers, I think, the first year, but I mean like a true anniversary gift. And I feel kind of bad because I've never gotten him anything because we just agreed that we wouldn't. So, yeah, I need to get started working on his sweater. Um, so that can be like an everything gift, Christmas, birthday, everything. Hold that up right so that it would sit fine behind me. So sorry if that looks weird. I usually do not have it back there when I tape. Anyway, I'm going to go. That's what I forgot to put on it. I've already done my outro, reminding you guys you matter. But I'm just going to do it again. You matter. Please, 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 please remember that. And you are so beautiful and gorgeous. I love you guys. I truly do. And I truly mean what I say. You will never hear me talk about things that I do not believe in because As Russ from It's Raining Yarn says, I am completely authentic. What you see is what you get. I love you guys. Oh, let me know if you need me to change the time on the cows. Right now, I do Tuesdays and Thursdays. And that was something else I started and did not finish. I do Tuesdays and Thursdays from 5 to 7 Eastern Standard Time. If I need to move it up, I can do that. Or, like, I would love to accommodate, I think her name is Susan. I hope I'm remembering right. Whoever it is that I saw from Australia, I would love, if you're going to do it, I would love to be able for you to join in on the virtual chat. So if you let me know, uh, I'll try and find the conversion between, if you let me know what your time is or our time difference from Eastern Standard Time to what yours is, and what time you think that we might be able to work it out, maybe I could come on early, you know, like maybe on Mondays, or do Tuesdays from 5 to 7 Eastern Standard Time, and on Thursdays come in early. Um, so let me know. And it may, I have to check my calendar because that may not work for a while, because most of my doctor's appointments are made on Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday. So I would have to check that out too. So, not on Mondays, and that's why Mondays would be a good one if I needed to come on early. So just let me know what would work for you, and if you want to join us virtually, I will try and work it out. But I do need to know who is interested in doing the cow, and I also will need your email addresses. So please, the easiest way to do that then is in the subject line, put I want to do the cow, send me an email. You can write more in the email. That's fine. You can rewrite that in the body of the email if you want to. And that way I have your email address as well. And that way I can send a direct link to you for the virtual chat that we use, which is on Google Meets. Now I use the free version, so we can only have a meeting for an hour at a time. So what I do is I send out 2 emails, one for the first half from 5 to 6, and then the second one for the second half from 6 to 7. So you have to jump the room, but it's been working fine. So, and sometimes we end up being able to stay a little bit later if there's only like two, if there's just me and somebody else at the beginning for a while, because if there's only one other person with me on there, we can go for 24 hours. But as soon as the third person comes in, you are limited to an hour. So if I happen to be in there and it's just me and somebody until like 5:15, we end up having till 6:15. But lots of times, especially if I know somebody isn't going to be there for the first half, but they will for the second, we go ahead and we make sure we're in that second half at the correct time. So, all of that said, I hope you watch this part, and I will see you later. Later.